Anyway, now we are starting now. And he's
Welcome
going
here, guy.
for a swim.
Well, I was just gonna say that. I'm going for a swim. Yay. I'm swimming, I'm swimming. This is some clean... You know what, Grant? This is some nice, clean water that I get to swim in. Unfortunately for me, that's about to change.
Oh, you're
Because
not
our
really...
next dungeon... Because our next dungeon, which will be revealed once I step into this portal, is covered in swamp ass. So yes, our next dungeon is in this area, which can only be reached if you have the found the bird.
The bird
Ow.
that travels you places.
Yes. Actually, you know what? Before I forget, there is actually something else important that I want to do. But first, let me go here.
Hmm?
There's something I need to get, and it's gonna be very important for this next dungeon that I'm going to. But first, let's do this. Perfect. Okay. I need to do just a little bit of item hunting. Oh, I guess I can't skip this. Fuck. Keep forgetting to skip the intro. Whatever. Okay. Let's go here. The priest is still dead.
Hmm.
Alright. My business requires me to go here in the graveyard. Into this specific grave. Because inside this grave, I could be Superman. It's the magic cape. Here's what it does. Now you see me? Now you don't.
Oh, Harry Potter.
Yeah. This cape is going to do me some wonders. Even more so now since I got the half magic thing. Because without the half magic, this thing will suck your fucking magic like if you were drinking fruit juice. Okay. There's something else I gotta do here. Ow. Here we go. This just looks like a normal tree, but then into the tree hole. Grab some fairies, because why not? Yeah. And heart piece. Alright. Just need one more. There's still many heart pieces I need to get in order to complete the full set. I need to go in here for a second. Because I can't remember for the life of me if I collected this one heart piece in this area here. Shit.
What is that?
That's a thief.
Oh.
He bumps into you, he'll steal your shit. Okay, I did. Alright, good. Okay.
I remember
Now that I
this.
got what I needed, now we can go to the dungeon for real. Anyways, back to Swamp Ass.
Hmm.
This is disgusting.
I gotta... Where's Shrek?
What are you doing? Did you know we were supposed to get a new Shrek movie in 2019? And it
Yeah.
never happened?
It was supposed to be a reboot, from what I heard. like a reboot of the series.
Yeah. Man, where the heck is freaking Mike Myers?
Yeah, he's
He,
he's he's
he
not
just
really.
he just vanished off the face of the earth
Oh,
after
to
Love
be fair,
Guru
so did
did.
Eddie Murphy.
What?
So did Eddie Murphy.
Well, actually, Eddie Murphy did make a return in that new movie that I forgot what it was called, but like that was him.
Cause he like the 2010s, he kind of just popped off the face of the earth for like 10 years. But Mike Myers has
Oh,
been gone for like almost 20 years.
yeah. Apparently, the Love Guru was so bad.
I don't
He
understand why. I'm gonna say this. I like the Love Guru. I like it. I think it's funny.
yeah, Love Guru was.
I didn't.
Have you
I
ever
don't
seen
think
it?
it's no Austin Powers, but it's definitely not like. It's not like the worst movie. It's not a career ruiner, at least in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Though a lot of people said Cat in the Hat was the biggest uh, uh, movie that ruined Mike Myers.
I think the Cat in the Hat was the one movie that made people look at Mike Myers and go, okay, what are you doing? You need to fire your agent.
I think what they were trying to, like, when they did the Grinch movie, that's what they were trying to do. They're like, Grinch is popular. Cat in the Hat are the popular Dr. Seuss things. So they're just like,
That's the thing. Like the reason why the Grinch movie starring Jim Carrey worked so much better was because it was like a one time thing. It was like a comedic look at the Grinch, a guy who hates Christmas and wanted to ruin it for everybody. It was like, what if we made the Grinch funny? And it was a one time thing and it worked. But
they wanted to do it with Cat in the Hat as well, but it doesn't work with Cat in the Hat because, like, there's really no substance to Cat in the Hat beyond the point that the original, like, book just had them pretty much being like, okay, we're bored. Cat in the Hat comes in, tries to say, hey, let's have some fun. They're like, no, Mom told us can't do it. Fish reminds them, and then they end up doing it, and then they end up breaking things, and then they clean it up. But they overdid it in this one. They tried to take that simple, like, premise and did it. With the Grinch, kind of had like a full thing going on.
not to mention,
Yeah, they did add a little bit of lore to the Grinch, like saying the Grinch was like he used to live there, and then they all hated him or something like
yeah.
that. But which is kind of stupid. It's like the whole Goku going to high school thing, but they didn't focus on that too much. They went back to like the actual
Let's
like
not
reason.
let's not forget let's not forget that they let's not forget that Ken the Hat really went overboard with the fucking adult jokes.
Oh yeah, I would say so. I mean, there's that scene where
If I can if I can quote a song, it was like, there was this cat I knew back home where I was bred. Didn't listen to a little thing his mother said. He never used a little box and something whatever, and that's why they took him to the veterinarian and cut off his ball. Ball.
yeah, I know. I realized I couldn't say that part. There's a lot of things that they made the jokes for, and it's
I probably fucked that song up, but he was basically implying that this cat that he knew uh,
got
cut,
neutered.
cut his
Yeah,
balls off.
yeah. There's a lot of jokes like that in this. Not as they did do some in the Grinch, but it wasn't like overused. Yeah.
It wasn't over the top like it was with
See, like I said, they try to do the same sort of thing. Get a funny comedian from the '90s that everybody loved, '90s and early 2000s, and then that everybody loved. Use them for like a famous Dr. Seuss character, and hijinks ensue.
yes.
And that only worked because Jim Carrey really fits that role of the
Yeah.
Grinch. The Cat in the Hat It just Mike Myers did not fit that role. Cat in the Hat, and I don't hate it. I do think there's some funny things. It's just I don't like it as much as I like the Grinch. It's not as interesting to watch.
I'll be honest. The Cat in the Hat movie is a guilty pleasure of mine.
I don't like I said, I don't hate it. It's just like I'd rather watch the Grinch.
Like it's not. Okay. Let's not beat around the bush. It is, in any sense of the word, it is not funny. It is a bad. I mean, it is a. No, I would say like it is a bad movie.
Yeah, there are hardly, if any, funny moments that would make me like kind of laugh, or I'd just be like, oh,
Yeah.
that's funny.
But
Black
with
Mages.
that said, though, there were some moments in that movie that I couldn't help but chuckle like a fucking idiot.
I only like the meme that came out of it with him holding the bat. That's pretty much it. That's one of the well, not pretty much it, but that's one of the moments. Well, that's more recently seeing that. I'm just like, yeah, that is kind of funny. Oh,
Me, Spice, and a few other people, we watched like basically like a 20-minute video of them, of like these guys reacting to the movie, and yeah, their reactions were very sound because it's like
is it Djibouti dubs?
Well, no, but like that movie is such a trip, man.
Yeah, I feel like you got to be drunk to really enjoy it.
That's exactly what they were doing.
Yeah.
They were basically drinking while watching this movie. It's crazy, man. And it just makes you wonder, like, why was this made?
It's like the Napoleon Dynamite effect, I guess. Like it's not really funny. It's just like you just gotta watch it for the experience, really.
Honestly, I will now and forever always hold the Jim Carrey Grinch to be like one of my favorites. It's funny.
Well,
it's a funny
the funny thing is I've noticed that they have been doing this with a lot of the Dr. Seuss stuff, well, not exactly live action. They only did 2 live actions, Cat in the Hat and Grinch, which they got Jim Carrey and Mike Myers. But then they got Danny DeVito to do the Lorax. They got Benedict Cumberbatch or whatever his freaking name is to do the other Grinch one. I do not know who did Horton and Horton Hears a Who. But it seems like they're getting the comedians to do it. I think what happened is like after the Cat in the Hat one failed, they're just like, you know what? Let's just go to like animation and hire them as voice actors instead.
Can I just say, I've never seen that new Grinch movie, the CGI animated, whatever.
Oh, I saw that one. It's
But
it's okay.
I did hear the modern version of like You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. And let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Because I heard this during when I was at work during the Christmas portion of work, where like when we had to sell like all the Christmas things. I heard that song when I was at work, and let me tell you something, Grant. Never have I ever wanted to freaking stab my eardrums until I go completely deaf more than after I heard that song. I could not for the life of me like stand that song. Period.
Oh yeah, it's really stupid. I hated it too. I wanted to watch it because I was curious, so I looked it up, watched it. I did watch the whole film, but I was like I don't know how I can make it through this intro. I don't know if I can make it through the song. I don't know if I can make it through the song, but I sadly I had to. But that's like the worst part about it, in my opinion. While I do hold the Jim Carrey's Grinch as the best Grinch film, but this one isn't terrible. It's just that's the worst part about it, though, I would say.
Yeah, I believe it. I definitely freaking believe it. I just couldn't, man. I couldn't stomach that freaking song.
Yeah, it's not an enjoy. It's just I I actually have forgotten what it sounded like. I know it was terrible, but I have forgotten what it sounded like, and I don't want to remember what it sounded like because I remember hating
You
it.
know, since we're on the topic of Dr. Seuss movies, I guess I'll ask you this, but how did you feel about Horton Hears a Who, and of course the uh, the 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 the, the Lorax?
I never watched Horton Hears a Who, so I'm gonna have to look that up. But the Lorax, I actually really love that one. I specifically loved the music in that one actually, because obviously there was no original
And
music.
freaking Tumblr, dude. I remember I watched this movie when Tumblr was still a thing,
Tumblr
but
was still a thing.
Tumblr was going great. They had freaking love boners for that movie. I was more referring to the fact that people were freaking. They were madly in love with the Onceler.
That is so odd. That is so odd. The Onceler is literally a greedy capitalist who destroyed nature for his own money. Why would they? Tumblr is full of like what is before Twitter took that. It was full of SJWs that hated that sort of stuff. So why the hell would they be obsessed with a character that goes everything against they like? That's so weird. Unless they're talking about the fact that, which is also very weird because he gets redeemed at the end, and it's like that's something that Tumblr doesn't really do.
I think my favorite part in that movie will always be, it's called photosynthesis.
I just I like that it's Danny DeVito as well. That's the funny
Oh
part.
yeah.
That he fits so well with the Onceler. It's because he's I don't know why. I know Danny DeVito doesn't have a mustache, but he really fits mustache characters. His voice does really. Characters with
He does.
mustache and beards. It's perfect for the Lorax. But
As for me, like,
I've never seen
uh,
Horton Hears a Who though. I'm gonna have to watch it. I've only seen like bits and pieces of it.
I honestly actually really like Horton Hears a Who.
Oop.
Shit, hold on. I actually really liked the Horton Hears a Who movie. It was pretty enjoyable. Especially since it's the guy who did who was the main character for The Office, Steve Carell, I believe his name was.
I knew it. I knew it.
Who
They.
was,
I knew it was a comedian. I've noticed that I've noticed it's a pattern with all the freaking Dr. Seuss films that they've all been using like comedians. You know, Steve Carell, Danny DeVito, Mike Myers, Jim Carrey, Benedict Cumberbatch.
I was gonna make the joke that
Well, that
our
thing is
next
gonna
doc,
kill you.
our next Dr. Seuss movie should have the comedy stylings of Gabriel Iglesias.
I don't know what would they use. What Green Eggs and Ham. I forgot that was a TV show too that
Yeah,
happened.
it was.
I
But
really don't understand how they made a book that literally just talks about where you're going to eat it into a TV show.
whether you're going to eat it or not, or
Yeah.
and like how willingly how the willing refusal you'll have of not eating
Okay.
expired meat and eggs.
Yeah. Sam and I forget the dude's name who he's trying to make eat this rotten food.
That
The yellow
yeah.
dude, the yellow one. But as far as I know, I don't know the voice actors, but if they did a CGI for that one, that would be interesting. I don't know how you would do it, but you got to give me, they just got to give me a Dr. Seuss film with Will Smith or you got to give me Jack Black in some way.
Oh hell yeah! Look at all these eyes.
They're looking at you. Somebody's watching me, and I get no privacy.
Open your eyes up.
And I get no privacy.
Oh! Alright, watch this. He lost all his eyes. I'm gonna get you out. I'm gonna get you out.
But there are 4 eyes there.
I'm gonna get you out. I'm gonna get you out.
Wow.
Ow.
Are these bosses supposed to be hard? Because like
Oh,
the
it's
way.
a fucking eyeball, dude.
Well, I mean, like I've only seen like maybe 2 bosses actually cause trouble for you in this entire game.
Yeah,
The dude that shoots off his head, and that one dragon that his tail switches around.
Oh, trust me. You haven't seen the last guy before we go to Ganon's tower.
Well, you only have what 1 more dungeon left?
Yep. And we're still good on the amount of time we have for our session. We still got plenty of time, man.
Yeah, we're gonna. I think.
I meant by the session, not like this video. I'm pretty sure this episode will end once I leave this dungeon.
Well, yeah, probably. This video is just about Dr. Seuss. Let's just face it.
You want to know the hilarious thing about this entire thing when we were talking about the Grinch?
Yeah.
The Grinch is green. Green.
Wow, I didn't even think about that.
Man. Well, the moral of the story is, Mike Myers, please come back to us. We miss you.
Give us Austin Powers 4.
We need you for the next Shrek movie.
The next Austin Powers movie starring Dr. Evil, which was actually a plot.
Wait, hold on. Hang on. I'm getting an internal message.
What?
Crap, I called the wrong Mike Myers. We're dead.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna end this.